And we're up.
Hi.
Hey,
Cheers.
cheers. It's been a minute. Welcome back from
yeah.
vacation. Ah, Jesus Christ, that's pretty good.
That's delish. That is pretty good.
Well, yeah, so for all you out there in podcast land that are watching and not just listening, we have not really a sponsor. We're more sponsoring them
Right.
at this point. But if you find yourself in the greater Lake Havasu area, between the hours of 3 p.m. and 8 p.m.,
Yeah, they're not open very late.
you too can go visit Copper Still Distillery and get you some damn good whiskey.
Yeah, it's very good.
They have other liquors there too. They got pretty good rum and vodka and stuff.
I didn't get past the whiskey.
No, I know that. Well, that's kind of my jam lately. But
The old fashions were fantastic.
so I stocked up on the what is that over there? The root beer is
beer.
pretty good.
Yep.
I had some of that last week. The peanut butter whiskey is what I'm drinking tonight with a little bit of the chocolate whiskey mixed in. And then we got maple
That's
here,
fantastic.
which is great for those maple bacon old fashions.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some bacon now to go in my old
Right.
fashions.
And then you got to have like a little brown sugar rimmer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but we got to figure out what the bitters situation is in it because
Yeah, regular beers isn't gonna work.
no, not at all. So anyway, yeah.
Ooh, the light's
yeah.
shining good.
We got this is an alien invasion. It'll probably be past us by the prostate break.
Probably. Yeah.
Nobody watches the fucking videos anyway.
That just showing us how hot it is outside.
This is terrible. This is terrible. Just terrible. Hey, I wonder if we turned the shades the other direction.
I don't know. Try it. It looks like your beard is like red.
Well, there's like, it's like the
There it is.
second coming of Jesus Cristo. See?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's just going right through that one little area. Huh?
That's great video quality right there.
Yeah.
I would ask Mrs. Average, but I don't know if she would consider
Oh, she
camera
is.
ready or. All right. Well, Cameo. Check this out.
Yeah.
Check out these magic digits, Garth.
Hey, Mom, adjust the lighting.
Yeah, the meatloaf.
Wow.
Look at that. That's terrible. So if y'all are just listening to this, this is riveting audio. But if
Yeah.
you're trying to watch the video, no,
No.
it's actually way worse.
We may have to take a break to wait, huh?
Yeah, we may need to. Hey, in the meantime, you want to hear a dad joke?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a Mexican dad joke.
Okay.
I was gonna tell you a black dad joke, but I couldn't find one. So why does the Mexican dad, why is he on anxiety medication?
I don't know.
For
Why?
Hispanic attacks.
Hispanic.
It's pretty good.
That's a good one, yeah.
All right. You know what? We're going to go ahead and take our first prostate break of the evening.
Quick. Maybe
We'll
we'll have a couple drinks down
two
by
and a
the
half
time we get
minutes
back.
in. We'll be black. You stay right there. And we're back.
That was quick.
It was.
Quickie.
So if you're watching, you may have noticed we just put something up in front of the window.
Way better lighted.
I was thinking to myself, what this room needs is more America.
Fuck yeah, it does.
So
Yeah, you can't see behind the
Fuck
camera,
yeah.
but there's all kinds of stars and stripes. In
everything's America up in this
yeah,
bitch.
as it should be.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Speaking of America,
yeah.
how was your 4th of July weekend?
From what I remember, it was fantastic. It was long.
You probably remember
Fun.
more than I do.
It was a lot. It was fun. Very hot. Sunburnish.
So
Good fireworks.
We passed out a shit ton of koozies for the podcast.
Yeah, we did. Too bad we couldn't.
You know how many listeners it gained us?
0?
0.0.
Damn it. Well,
Lots
maybe
of
they
people
just
were like,
haven't
"Oh,
listened.
cool, fucking podcast. Oh, we're gonna Yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah,
listen.
you're not going to listen.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll listen to this one
they're probably not gonna listen.
for the the recap of the
Yeah,
4th of July weekend
yeah.
in Havasu.
It's not likely. I've been told
Probably.
that a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's like when
So you're saying they used us?
it's like when you're out at the bar and your wife's had a couple drinks and she's like, "Oh, don't." When we get home, and then
I've heard that before.
yeah, does it happen? Nah, it doesn't happen.
No, it don't happen. They talk a big game. They're either throw up or pass out.
Right.
One of the two.
Ooh, I feel like we had a couple of those where chicks were
Yeah,
puking off the...
And it's funny, it was after they did Mrs. Sally Bong.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So for those of you out there in podcast land that aren't aware of the Sally Bong...
We should have brought Sally Bong in here and displayed her.
Well, she's still in Havasu sleeping it off, which is...
She should. She had a lot of drinks go through her.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, she needs new panties.
Yeah, those were gross.
We ended up throwing them shits away.
Yeah, we can only wash them so much. They're getting a little baggy too.
They were. I think she's on the Ozempic.
What if we go?
Even her panties were like falling off.
What if we go like crotchless?
Oh, you know what? That might be a good idea. Do they make them in that size though?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Little girls go crotchless panties.
Bro,
too.
listen.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about adults.
That's a clip.
Shit.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Hey, it's a good thing you're not on the non-existent list.
Right. I got off that thing a long time ago.
It never even existed anyway.
That's true.
And anybody says otherwise is a conspiracy theorist.
I guess so nowadays, huh?
You know, now that Trump says there's no list, that must mean there's no list.
Didn't somebody say, Pam Bondi say it's on my desk right now?
Yeah. Yeah. There was an interview and she's like, tomorrow you're going to get, what? That's
list.
not a thing. Turns out he totally hanged himself.
Yep. Yep.
He didn't have any clients. He trafficked to nobody. He actually offed himself the night before he was going to get acquitted because they didn't have any evidence against him.
Yeah.
So, well, not acquitted, but all charges dropped because there's no evidence to even charge him with anything. So
it's a bunch of
weird.
bullshit. Somebody who was on that list.
Yourself if there was no evidence.
Who was on that list to make him disappear it?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yeah, probably.
A lot of people would have been fucked.
I mean, I considered for tonight's episode wrapping my hat in tinfoil just for, because listen, there's some stuff going on that like is not explainable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no logical explanation for a lot of the shit that's going on in our nation and in our world. So I'm going to sound like a fucking idiot if I keep going down any of these.
Well, that's why nobody listens.
I mean, I sound like a fucking idiot anyway.
That's why nobody listens.
That's true. That's a good point. I guess I didn't really consider it.
As long as you're having fun.
I was talking to a guy today, somebody that I order a lot of parts from, and he was like lamenting about, how it's been a little bit slow in my business lately. Well, the people I buy, if I'm slow, I'm not buying as much parts.
Right, right.
And multiply that across however many other shops there are. So he hasn't been doing too well either. And he's like, I was thinking about starting a podcast. And I'm like, well, dude, if you're going to do that as a backup plan,
you better sell more parts.
But he was talking to me about the podcast and stuff. And I'm like, nah, it's not a do it for the money situation. No. I just do it to keep sane.
I think we're up to 22 subscribers on YouTube.
22 whole subscribers to the YouTube channel?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can, we're going to have to come out with some real controversial stuff.
Something, yeah.
We're going to have to go viral somehow. I might do the mankini thing with the bratwurst in it.
We talked about that in Havasu.
Yeah. And then we'll get like high stools, and so you can see right there.
Yeah,
and I'll just have the bratwurst coming up the side. it'll be great, dude.
I can't wait for that picture.
We'll do all the episodes like that. We won't say anything to anybody. Oh. It'll just be like we won't even address it. I'll just be sitting there,
just talk like normal.
Fucking America, like mankini bottom with a brat like hanging out the side. And why not?
Yeah. Fuck
it. Gets viewers.
Would it?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. It seems like nothing we can do. And furthermore, I don't really care. I don't care. Either. Like, I look at it and I'm like, the numbers are abysmal, but who cares?
Well, at least we're getting a lot more views on YouTube than anywhere else.
Yeah, we get a lot of views, but a lot of them are just, it's the shorts.
It's
not the actual podcast. Nobody Nobody actually watches the podcast.
Nobody. The average minute seems like it would be a minute, but it's an hour and
It's an hour and a
30
half.
plus.
Or, yeah. I feel like we have a handful of people that actually watch the
Yeah.
podcast, and then outside of that, it's
or at least listen to it.
yeah, and that's a very small number,
It is.
but whatever.
Good morning, Missy.
Yeah,
She listens.
she does. So
How was your 4th? We were in the same spot. It seemed to go pretty good. The anxiety level was down for you.
it wasn't nearly as bad. Friday was a long day. We got on the water at 7:30 in the morning, 7:15,
7, yeah, but a little past 7:30.
and we were out until 11:30 p.m.
We got back at 11:30 to the RV.
It was a long long day.
Long day of drinking.
And that takes a toll on you. We were out of sorts because we couldn't go to our normal spot. We started to go upriver, and thanks to the monsoon that blew through there on Wednesday, the fucking river was like Willy Wonka's chocolate river.
It was gross.
And so we had to go to the fucking weirdo sandbar with the mushy sand and the grass and stuff. Yeah, it just was not ideal, but
It was all right. That's a good option B.
it was better than going to some cove where all you can do is float.
Yeah, can't touch the ground.
Right.
That'd freak me out a little bit, I think.
If you were just floating.
Yeah. I don't know. You just got to drink through it,
Yeah, but how long can you just sit there and float in water? Sometimes you need to stand up and walk around and
True.
How
long do we stand in the water when we're out?
a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours.
Well, from about 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
Yeah, it is. It's a long fucking day of standing around.
But when you have the entertainment going, like when we have Sally Bong on the back of the boat, and then you have hordes of people coming
That's
over.
True. Yeah.
You got everything from, gay teenagers coming over to fucking Aunt Lydia eating ass. Like who had
Dude, that
Aunt
was
Lydia
great.
eating ass in their 4th of July weekend pool?
Bingo card.
Yeah. Like, what? That was the weirdest thing.
It was. What do you think? She's 60?
At least.
She did really good on the beer. She goes, I've never done this before. And boom,
Yeah, she's
right down.
she's
Didn't
got
spill
no
a
gag
drop.
reflex.
And
I was like slipping her my number.
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ.
She seemed fun. Then she started going to town on the front. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Right?
Do you eat ass? And she goes, and I turned the thing around, and she went right
All
over
up
right
in there,
in.
like she
I was
knew
like,
what she was doing.
whoa,
Like, Jesus Christ.
Aunt Lydia.
Yeah.
All the girls were taking note.
Right.
Even her gay nephew or whoever it was.
Right. Well, they were like competing with each other. Remember the dude like came up to the little nozzle that comes out and he's like, he's grabbing it like the little pito.
Yes.
It's like, no, that's not
not how it
how
works.
it's supposed to be.
He did like, what, 4 or 5?
Oh, yeah, several. Like they
Beer
just kept
bongs?
bringing drinks over.
Yeah.
And then they would leave for a while, and then they would come back. We had like 2 or 3 groups that kept leaving and then coming back and like bringing other people. And it's like, all right, it's novel, but it's not that novel.
Right.
It's just a beer bong.
Yeah. We could take the hose out. And
The difference is it's got that valve on it. So they don't, when you do a beer bong, you like kink it and you're in control.
Yes.
But when I'm driving, it's
Count on the count of 3.
dude, I kept
1,
going like
whoop.
on the count of 12, 4, and like and they're like, what?
It comes out fast.
It does.
Fast.
It's aggressive.
But it's fun. People seem to like it.
They do.
It's a lot of fun for us.
It's it's a good way to get rid of a lot of koozies.
We're going to need more koozies.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
What did we give out? 40?
At least between the 2 days, between Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
It was a lot because
Yeah.
I had a big giant bundle of them.
Yes. Was it Saturday was better than Friday for the Sally Bong?
Saturday was busier
Since we were over in the option
since
B.
the water cleared up
Yeah.
and we were actually at the sandbar.
I was shocked it cleared up as fast as it did.
But yeah, other than that, it was just a just a busy lake weekend.
Seemed like
Aside from Tracy bingo stamping her bathing suit on the way back from watching the fireworks.
she was
All of a
very
sudden,
doggone.
I'm like, Tracy, do you have like a giant hemorrhoid? Like, what is that?
Why is it dark?
I really have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, I feel like you really had to go to the bathroom.
You done did it.
But it was dark, so, you know.
Yeah, everybody's cool. That's why she was sitting down a lot, huh?
Right.
To hold it in.
Hold it in.
What were we calling her? Dauber? Like the bingo dauber?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
That was the same. No, it wasn't. It was Saturday that she.
That was firework night.
No, I know, but I was thinking that was the same day. But Saturday was when she got all like liquored up early,
and then
hit the fucking Penn Griffey Jr.
Oh,
and like
right.
passed out for hours.
Right. That's right. Her and Kelly were racing for the last hibiscus margarita.
That's right. Yeah, Jay went through like 7. Like used up his whole blender battery. He said he made like 7 batches of drinks.
The first time I'm just wanted him to
And
show
it was
me
like
how
by 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was well before noon for sure. But I just wanted him to show me how the blender works because I have the same blender, but I don't know how once you get all
you
the
have like the
ingredients
one
in
that
there.
plugs into the wall, right?
Right, yeah, mine's not battery powered. But so he goes over, takes me over there, starts showing me, goes, all right, here, try this. So I try it. It's like a half of more. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. It needs a little more of this. Puts more stuff in, mixes it up. Okay, try this. Shit, by the time I got off that boat, man, I've already had 3 of those goddamn things. I'm like, Jay, enough. I get how it works now. So
Right.
thanks. Yeah. That is a pretty cool thing.
I really try my very best to not drink liquor out on the river.
It hurts.
But some of them drinks he makes are pretty good.
They are very good.
And it
The
does
hibiscus
not
ones
taste
are
like
pretty
you're
good.
drinking liquor.
Yeah. No. The only thing is he puts coconut in most of them.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Almost all of them.
And I'm pretty sure you're the only one that doesn't like coconut.
I am.
So
Yeah.
it's a good
would
thing
be a bad
you
scene
got
if I-
your thing out of the way before he really started making drinks.
Right. He goes, I'll make the non-coconut ones first. Show you how.
Because the coconut rum, I'm pretty sure he does the copper still coconut rum.
Oh, does he?
Pretty sure.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I could
I've
be
never
wrong.
seen the coconut rum.
It's pretty good. I've had it. Like, it's good to just drink by itself like this.
Yeah, I think he puts it in a plastic bottle though,
Oh, maybe.
so it's a different bottle, but it's probably some of this stuff
I don't know. You know what?
I don't know.
Who even knows?
because you don't like glass.
But if you find yourself in the general Lake Havasu area and want some fine spirits, Copper Still Distillery pays us $0.0 to advertise to both of our listeners.
right,
So,
I think both of our listeners were there with us, weren't they?
yeah, it turns out, our whole audience was there. So we're just
everybody
recapping.
knows.
We're recapping the entire weekend to the people that were already there. So, all right, well, what else you got?
It happens. Man, that weekend was wild. There was chipped teeth,
Oh, that one chick like totally ate the back of the boat.
and it was right after she did the beer bong. But before she did the beer bong, Sally bong, you know those big buzz balls, those giant ones that are like this big. I seen her finish one of those and just tilt it up and finish like that much of one.
That's dangerous.
And then she came over and started doing beer bongs, Sally bongs.
Well, that's like the next day when that group of people were walking by with one of those a brand new one.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, you guys, and they actually came
we
over and
did
I was
put it in
doing the buzz ball in the Sally
about
bong.
that. I forgot.
And
about
we went through like half of it.
Yes. Oh, I
You know
forgot
what?
about that. Yeah. That's all coming back to me.
So next time you're in Lake Havasu and on the water, come out to the sandbar
Yeah.
and look for the average minute flag. And if it's a holiday weekend, I only bring Sally out on the holidays.
Yeah.
So if it's a holiday weekend,
It's really busy.
come find the average minute boat and do a Sally bong.
Yeah.
We'll try to get her new panties before then.
There was a lot of young girls out there drinking and dancing and twerking and everything else. And then by the
Flashing
flashing. And by the end of the day, they'd be passed out on the
Yeah.
back of the boat
Yeah.
or on the front of the boat puking. You know, when they're almost ready to hit your boat.
That's so gross,
It's like,
dude.
God damn.
I can't stand watching people puke.
Well,
I can't. It's the worst.
the one on Friday night, she had a handle of Tito's and was just drinking that.
Dude, that makes me want to.
Yeah, straight vodka. It's just like, oh boy, they were having a twerk off.
That's right. That was that one boat.
Yeah, the two boats were having a twerk off.
We're waiting for the fireworks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christ, dude, that's such a bad scene.
Such a good time, though.
It is. It's a good time. If you can hang.
There's a lot of people out there.
If you can hang, it's a good time.
There's a lot of people out there.
Like, we had the daughter-in-law with us, and
yeah.
she was like, pass the fuck out.
Yeah,
Well,
she was for a long time.
She made poor choices. Like, she had a
Early.
like noonish, like had some rando come over to do the Sally Bong.
Yeah.
And was talking to her. And she's like, oh, no, I don't drink beer. I only drink, like, I have my vodka here. Like, she had like a Stanley or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, and she offered her some, she's like, oh, you want some of this? And she was already all liquored up. The daughter-in-law, I'm not going to name names, anonymity. Right. And she's like, yeah, and took the lid off and took like a giant slug, and it was warm. Like, it was like not even cold. And she just took this giant slug of warm vodka, and it was like, I could see like the color leave her and I'm like, that you shouldn't have did that. That was, and she paid for it. The rest.
Night.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. I didn't see her much at the fireworks.
She was taking the Jesus nap in the boat. Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny though. You get young people that have absolutely no idea like how to hang. They're like fireworks. They just go pew.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
too late.
Yeah, it's over.
Right. Especially, it was hot too.
It was hot as fuck.
Not as hot as today.
No,
Fuck.
today's
Breaking
pretty
records.
miserable. If you're watching this from a more temperate climate, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It was
off.
120 in Phoenix today, so that's how we roll.
117, but still.
Well, okay.
Does it really matter?
Oh no, Pluto. It was 3 degrees cooler. And once it hits like 112, like, does it really matter?
Everything feels the same. It's fucking hot.
It's so just oppressive.
Just fucking hot. My
gross.
pool's over 90 degrees now. It's
And
like,
we only have like 3 more months of this.
that's it. Yeah. We're almost through it.
Yeah.
Although the June was way better, but it was
Right.
nice. When
It wasn't
60s in the morning.
wasn't terrible.
So
Anyway, enough of this
yeah.
Lake Havasu 4th of July recap. I feel like everybody we're talking to right now was there. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
were they there for the conversation that we were having at the office? No.
Which one?
Because that's where
I don't know. I was
it's because it was just us at the office, not just you and me, but
Right.
just you and us or you and me and the WAGs.
right.
It came up, but I don't think you really got to explain your reasoning behind your answer. The question is,
You got me stumped. What were we talking about?
would you fight your dad?
Oh, shit.
Would you fight your dad? Okay. That's like the first question.
Yeah.
And most people are like around our age. Like,
Yeah.
well, I can't fight a pile of ash.
Right,
so,
right. But when you were younger and your
so
dad was around?
would you fight your dad if he was the same age as you?
Oh,
Meaning,
man.
like, right now, he's your
He's
age. Or if
58.
you go back to when you're 25, whenever you think you were in your prime,
man.
you have to fight that age, your dad.
I don't. Oh, man.
like you're like fresh out of the army or whatever, and full of piss and vinegar.
Oh.
But you're, let's say you're 24, 25. You're
Fighting my dad at 24,
You're
25?
framing houses, doing whatever, and you're like that. You're like in your prime, but then you got to fight 25-year-old Warlow.
I don't think I would. I really don't.
I would get 100% annihilated.
I think I probably would too.
By my dad.
Yeah.
I would probably get beat up by his ashes right now if I tried to fight him.
I think I could take him today. I really do.
Your dad?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's
dude.
pretty frail right now.
Some of them old guys, man, they got that. You ever see those videos where like the young punk is like running his mouth to the old dude on the
yes.
street, and the old
Fucking
dude
love
just
it.
like fucking got that World War II strength, like just
Like an old retired boxer or something.
just like comes back and he just fucking lays him out,
Yeah.
and you're like, holy smokes!
My dad laid me out once. We were in Pima, Arizona.
Give me the Give me all the dirty details. I gotta hear.
Pima,
I
Arizona.
love hearing Warlow stories.
Oh my God!
Everybody's got war stories. I love hearing Warlow stories.
You said you want him on the podcast.
We're gonna
we'd
have
to
him on
do
the-
it like early morning because he's in bed early. He's
We
probably
can
already
do
in
that.
bed.
I will. So I will forego. We can either do it the next time before the next MGA tournament where I'm home,
Yeah.
like on Saturday or whatever the off day is
Yeah.
from the tournament. We can do it
If we
that
golf
day.
early enough, we could do it like.
Well, we could do it after golf. Well,
After golf,
you
yeah.
said in the morning.
Well, I'm just saying.
Whatever.
He goes to bed
Yeah,
early.
we don't have to do it at night. What I'm saying is we do it on a weekend, and then
Yeah.
I will forego golf to have Warlow on the podcast.
I'll have to talk to him about it.
So we got to have him on, dude. Like,
Yeah.
there's way more
We
stories
have
than
to.
what you're.
Absolutely. Probably.
But let's hear the where he totally beat your ass.
He didn't beat my ass.
Okay,
He hit me one time. And it was in the chest.
2 hits. He hit you. You hit the ground.
No, I didn't hit the ground, technically.
What stopped you from hitting the ground?
The bathtub knocked me into.
All right.
I was standing in the bathroom door and he hit me. And, like a Motel 6 bathroom, it's small and then the tub is right there
Yeah.
and you just trip over it. That's what happened.
But he got you in the chest.
Yeah, he got me right in the chest, yeah. And I may or may not have been fucked up.
You're kidding.
Yeah. I don't even know how old I was. I was underage.
What'd you do to piss him off?
Well, so we were in Pima, Arizona for the whole family was there. I know. The whole family, it was like a family reunion, or it could have been my grandmother's funeral. I don't know. But we all stayed at a hotel, and all the adults went out to the bar in Pima, and all the kids stayed back and were playing quarters and getting fucked up in the hotel. All my cousins, everybody, were just getting fucked up. And then something happened where the cops showed up. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but we were all trying to go outside.
Do you think you had anything to do with why the cops showed up?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think
I'm just trying to figure out.
it could have been like we were too
What got
loud
him-
or
what
something
got
at
him
the
pissed
hotel,
off?
because it was late, So we were probably partying too loud, had the music too up, whatever.
So you were part of the reason why the cops showed
Well,
up.
we had like 2 or 3 rooms that we were partying in.
Sure.
So they told us stay inside, and drunk me didn't want to stay inside. What's going on? And he got pissed off and came in there and, you're underage, motherfucker. I don't even know. I don't even remember what I said, but it was probably fuck you.
Let me get those boots.
Yeah, that was one. He said if I could ever whoop his ass, I could have his pair of boots that I wanted. But
Does he still have those boots?
you know what? I don't know.
Do you think they're in the will?
I don't know. I don't know if he has them anymore.
That would be like some Rain Man bullshit.
Yeah, right.
If all of a sudden,
the only thing he left me.
somebody, yeah, that's it. Like he's got some like crazy estate, and you get the boots.
Right. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dad.
Like turns out you have some like fucking Down syndrome brother that you never knew about.
Right.
Who gets there, and you get the boots.
Maybe.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
never know.
Dude. That would be awesome.
You never. He's a world traveler. You never know.
Never know.
He's probably got property all over the world, and I don't even know about it.
Well,
But it's
hopefully we find out later than sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. He's 83 now, so he's still.
Oh, he's still got another 20 years according to his
absolutely.
family history.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Grandpa was 90.
He'll probably outlive me.
97. Maybe. He'd probably outlive me if I don't change my ways.
I don't know, dude. You're a Whipple.
I know. Longevity.
You're like the fucking Crusaders, dude. In the Last Crusade, the Indiana Jones. Like you'll be, the Whipples are all guarding the fucking Holy Grail, dude. They're like, 4,000 years old.
Yeah.
Or math doesn't math on that if you're any kind of a historian.
Yeah, but I don't know. My uncles have been dying off lately, so.
Are they Mormons?
No.
No. Because a lot of them want to get to their planet.
Yeah.
A lot of them Mormons. Like
Yeah,
they can't wait to get to their planet.
I think there's only 2 left.
So that they can
actually.
repopulate their planet with infinite wives.
Yeah.
Like they just have shit tons of wives and
Yep.
all they do is repopulate.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
They better get on it.
I mean, I can't. Well, there's probably some sort of clause in the Mormon doctrine where if you off yourself, you don't get to go to your planet.
Well, they didn't off themselves. They just died of natural causes.
I know.
I hear
What
you
I'm saying is, I was alluding to the thing where if you're a Mormon, Like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing where when you die, you go to your planet and you just
Right.
have infinite. That's
Whatever,
all you do
yeah.
is stud. Like
Like Secretariat.
Yep.
You're just a stud at that point.
that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Like I would off myself if that was
Yeah,
what I knew was waiting for me on the other side.
Yeah, but if you off yourself, if you commit suicide, you don't go there.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If then you're like, it's a total paradox. So David,
So,
anyway, you know what?
so maybe that's why they do it down here.
I'm gonna have to come up with a whole new set list
Yeah.
because I feel like I got rid of all the good stuff over Fourth of July weekend for
All the
for the
Davids?
Sexy Ocho roast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to come up with some.
Dude, people are gonna cry.
I'm gonna have 0.0 friends.
Yeah, everybody's gonna fucking hate you after that.
the roast.
Except for me.
'Cause
I'll be
nobody-
laughing my ass off.
Nobody, like people are gonna be limping out of there.
Nobody knows what a roast is or how it goes. It's just jokes.
Yeah, it's all
But
in good
they're-
Fun.
But they're true.
But they're mean,
jokes.
dude. And they're
True
fucking
jokes.
mean. Like
So-
I'm gonna find like dark shit about everybody and exploit it.
Yeah, that's. I think you're going to be the only one. Everybody's going to go up and tell one joke, and you're going to be.
See.
Maybe you should MC
that's
the whole
not as
thing.
fun because
I know.
even if I was like the roast master, if you dish it out, you got to take it. Like everybody's going to get you back, and I welcome that. Like
Well-
everybody should. You
Yeah.
know, it's not about me at all. It's the Sexy Ocho roast.
Right.
But whenever I get my opportunity to roast, everybody's getting annihilated.
Right.
So
Well, that's what people don't understand is a roast is not just about the person you're roasting. It's
yeah,
about
there's
everybody
there's
that's
the
there.
indirect roasting
Yeah,
of
even the people that aren't
everybody
there
else.
are getting some.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know? It's
Everybody we know is
that's you fucking scorch earth
yeah.
at a roast.
It is. It's nuclear holocaust.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's safe. But I don't think people understand that.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also not looking forward to
Yeah.
having
You're going to piss off a
having
lot of
zero
people.
friends. I like having friends. Not having friends, not as good. I've been there too. It's not as good.
Pretty lonely on that boat.
It is. It's a dark place to be when you have an anxious mind like I do, you know.
And you can't tell them them's just jokes. 'Cause some people,
No,
some people will take it personally. I feel.
Well, they definitely will.
Yeah.
They definitely will. I have people in mind right now that I know are gonna cry, real
Yeah.
tears,
Yeah.
probably
I
real
know
tears.
a couple too.
Because there's dark shit that's gonna come out, all in good fun though.
Look it up.
Like I know 4 husbands right now whose wives are actively having an affair. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Wait, what? We got to take a prostate break.
So you've met Mrs. Average.
Right.
I'm one of the husbands.
Oh,
No, these are all jokes. Mrs. Average, these are all jokes.
right.
I haven't found out anything about your Tinder profile. Anyway,
Wasn't she swiping left?
no, all weekend, dude. Her
the
phone
boat?
was
Yeah.
blown up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, that's just Shopify or so, like
So was Mrs.
whatever
Ocho.
that is.
She was on her phone a lot this weekend.
Well, she has
My phone died.
a
sitting
lot of
there.
AI programming and stuff.
That's
to do.
true.
She's got a lot of clients hitting her
She
up.
got a client this weekend.
Not yet, not yet. But somebody came back looking for her.
She talked a good game, though, didn't she?
She did. Well, no. What I'm saying is she talked good. She had a good enough sales pitch to where somebody actually came back the next day, going, "Hey,
Right.
where's that friend of yours? Because I
Right.
want to talk to her
No, the
about."
one she was talking to, though, wouldn't stop fucking
Oh,
talking.
Christ, dude.
Jesus. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got to get out of here. I can't fucking take this anymore.
She can certainly.
I think that's where motor mouth came from because it never fucking stopped.
It's like a chatty Cathy.
Yes.
doll.
Yes.
And you're like, holy smokes, dude! I thought I talked a lot.
Yeah.
I talk enough to where I had to start a podcast to get my words out.
Right, because nobody was listening to you on the golf course.
because I didn't have any. I had 0 friends.
Right.
I probably still have
Because you
0
wouldn't shut
friends.
up.
Yeah, who wants to be around a guy that's doing a podcast
Nobody.
like at all times?
I hardly want to be here.
I know. It makes me sad.
I had a migraine headache last week.
I know.
Or 2 weeks ago.
I had to, shave the cat.
You could have
There's things
still
that
did a
come up.
podcast, you know.
Yeah, but it's no good by myself. You can't have a conversation with yourself. Listen, self.
That's when it can become the average minute, though.
Ooh, you know what? There have been days where I feel like I'm on the verge of totally splitting personality, and I
Yeah.
wonder if I could get to that point, like full on schizo where I'm literally doing a podcast with other me.
I know somebody that does that. Maybe you can talk to him.
You want to drop names?
Probably not.
Is it on social media?
Yes.
Is he
best Facebook
Is he
page
paid
to
up? Is he paid up for the tournament this weekend?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Yes, he is. Tenfold.
If you know, you know. All right, look, I'm gonna fucking down this right now. I heard your ice
I know,
jingle.
I'm getting close. Too.
We're gonna do
We're at
prostate.
30 minutes already?
Prostate. Yeah. We're at 35.
Shit.
So we got to come up with a whole new agenda for the second half.
All right.
Because first half mediocre at best.
I got something we can talk about.
All right. I'm gonna go heavier on the chocolate and a little lighter on the
a little too
peanut
much
butter.
peanut butter. Even though I love peanut butter, but the peanut butter
It is
whiskey is
good.
kind of.
It's a little.
It's
like
a little.
it's like that girl on the internet that sucks Jif through a straw.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you know what? You thought
That's
you
a great video.
You thought you finished the internet.
That's a great video. I couldn't believe it, and it was chunky.
Yeah, I know.
Chunky Jif
I
to
know.
a fucking
And-
straw.
She doesn't do parties. She doesn't do podcasts.
takes too
She doesn't
long.
do podcasts either.
It takes
But she'll do a Sally Bong.
Oh, she'd be great at that.
All right, I got to make another drink. It's only going to seem like a second for you, but it's probably going to be a few minutes for us.
Are we back?
No, we're not back yet.
And we're back.
Not yet. All right, hold on. Hold, please.
We really should make a database of all that.
Oh, we should, yeah. We're back. In case you didn't pick up on that, we're back. And we were just talking about there should be like an Excel spreadsheet, all the golf courses that we play, and what kind of
Yeah.
beer they sell.
Yeah.
In what format?
What format? Yeah.
Do they sell their beer?
So when we
So when you're
Hijack it on
when you're definitely not bringing your own
Right.
beer to
We
the
don't-
course,
and this is the course we have to be careful at.
it is because we almost got
Oh,
86,
She was pissed.
and that was somebody brandishing their
It was a beer they don't even sell
right.
in front of the cart girl.
Oh, it was the John Daly beer.
It's a John Daly beer.
We're not doing John Daly beer.
No, I
this
think
weekend.
we're done with John Daly.
Yeah.
Since we don't have
Mrs. Average, would you like to contribute? I don't know. You came out here with that shit-eating
I
grin
know,
on your
she's
face.
got something.
We're live, so no. What? That's going to be a minute. Go ahead.
No, I'll wait.
Oh, this is not podcast friendly.
No.
Do we need to
Oh.
take a prostate break? We've already taken like 4.
We better.
It doesn't matter to Jeebus. Like
Right.
the audience don't give a shit.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. All right, we're back. Sorry, Mrs. Average had something that was not podcast friendly, but
No.
urgent business.
God, I wish it was.
I wish so
Oh.
bad we could talk about this.
God, me too. Maybe during the roast.
Oh, you know what? Because he's going to be there.
He's gonna be there.
He's going to be there.
Oh,
It's,
we probably should say that.
he's all paid up for the roast.
Oh boy.
Urgent business. That was
Oh my
wild.
gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, welcome back. We're all over the place tonight. We apologize for that, but you know what? This is what makes the podcast great.
Yeah.
Is that there's really no agenda for anything, and
Podcast about nothing.
yeah. Although you said you had something right before we went to the last break.
Yeah, a few weeks ago you kept sending me all these conspiracy theories about.
So where are you? Where are you on your journey?
Well, I think I'm almost all the way through the moon stuff, and there ain't no fucking way we landed on the moon.
Are you? Oh, so you're one of those people that believe there's a moon?
Fuck.
So you still believe there's a moon? That's where you're at.
I see it.
All right. Well,
I see it with my own eyes.
okay.
I
Do
don't
you
know-
though?
I don't.
Do
No. Dude, I haven't seen those
Because
yet.
I saw Tupac in concert a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was a hologram, but
it's a hologram.
It's Tupac. I saw him with my own eyes.
And all the extra, what's that stuff you were talking
Have you
about?
gotten to the point where the moon is a mirror, like it's a reflection of Earth?
No.
Like the dark
Yeah.
shades on the moon. If you overlay, like you lay Earth out in a flat thing, and
Yeah.
then you put it down to scale, the same scale as the moon. The continent, the way
It
the
lines up
continents lay out,
perfectly.
is perfectly overlays with the.
God damn it.
I'm just saying, it's
And the one that got me too was one about the stars. I think we talked about this last time, didn't we?
About how the constellations don't move.
Yeah, they're the same
Yeah.
every
How
single
we're
night.
supposed to be spinning at so many thousands of miles per hour, and everything
Going
else
through
is
the
spinning,
galaxy
and
and going
everything's
through it.
going
Yeah.
crazy, but the stars stay the same. Polaris is always due north.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the North Star. Turns
Yeah.
out,
Why is it always north if we're fucking...
you know what? These are dangerous questions to
Yeah.
ask, dude. You could wind up, you know.
So as I was watching those reels you've been sending me, I just kept scrolling, and I came upon preppers,
Okay.
prepping for the unknown.
So naturally, you decided to become a prepper.
Well, not yes and no. It's not being like no bunkers or anything like that because I don't have the space for it. But
So, okay, that's funny you should bring that up. So, what sort of scenario is going to go down where you need a cache of supplies but not a bunker?
well, it could be nuclear fallout. It could be
How long do
What
you
if-
think you're
what if
going to
the
make
grid
it
goes out?
on your supply
well,
of?
I have no idea.
if-
I haven't
if
even
you
really
don't
started
have
yet.
it.
I mean, I've started, but I haven't really got to where I want to be yet.
I'm just saying, like once you dip the toe in, I have to be prepared.
Dude,
You're
it's a
going to
lot.
slide all the way down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to be like, this isn't enough. What am I going to do with 18 years worth of food if I'm not going to live?
Well, that's the thing too. So pantry is one thing you need, and water.
Yep.
Okay.
Clean water.
So
Or a way to make
the thing,
clean water.
exactly. The thing with the pantry though is you buy the stuff that you currently eat, and you just keep rotating your stock. Say instead of having 3 cans of
So they got
green beans in there, you have 15 cans of green
they
beans.
got beanies and weenies. You got 100 cans of beanies and weenies.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
You got any Dinty Moore? How many cans of Dinty Moore do you have?
I'm a Hormel guy.
I was thinking beef
yeah.
stew.
But yeah, oh yeah, beef stew too. I mean, just we don't currently eat that stuff, but like soups and just stuff you normally eat, rice, flour, oats,
How about seeds?
seeds. You need to go to Ace Hardware and get the little
Yeah,
fucking
you need
seeds.
seeds because you're gonna have to be able to grow shit.
Put them in a airtight bag, and they'll last forever.
Yeah, like
I mean, I got stuff, so I bought some Mylar bags. I'm gonna go get some rice, 5-gallon buckets, food grade,
what sort of rice? Jasmine rice,
jasmine rice.
long grain.
Long-
You're not stashing the Uncle Ben's.
No, the minute rice. No, that shit ain't no good because you need a microwave for it. Or
Yeah, but if it's nuclear, that shit'll cook instantly. It'll be ready.
that's true, but you can't eat all the rice you have
Oh,
instantly.
I will. I'll go full diabeto. I'll eat all the rice.
Yeah.
Eat
so
a year's supply of dehydrated food and then drink a glass of water.
right,
Yep.
you look like that kid on.
I'll be Tracy on the 4th. I gotta go. We gotta get back. I gotta go.
Oh, I can't believe she daubed her fucking pants. Put a little. Anyways, so but yeah, just I've been stocking up on like ammo. And just other thing, fire starter. You never know if the grid goes down.
Yeah.
How long-
It's like
how
the
long could
conversation
you-
we were having before about like you
Yeah.
instantly become hunter gatherers.
Absolutely. And how long could you hold your abode off? If you're
Me, not very long.
at some point, you're gonna need to get out of there.
I'm gonna get taken over by hordes. Like they're just gonna come in and I mean, I got like a small stash of ammo.
Yeah.
But nothing that I'm gonna.
Well, you have some dinar you could use.
Yeah, that's gonna be worth. It makes great toilet paper.
Right? See, I mean that's another thing too. Toilet paper,
Yep.
just all that stuff.
The dinar, when you use the dinar, it turns red when you're done wiping. So that
regular toilet paper does that too sometimes.
well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too much information.
All right.
No, but
So you're
I'm
stocking
just-
up on the prep H
I'm
too.
just no.
Oh.
I'm just getting prepared. Not really prepping. I'm just
I'm not prepping. I'm just
But I'm just
getting
getting
prepared.
prepared, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You know, I mean, I don't know.
So,
It's
David,
just-
what
I'm
prepping means is getting prepared.
I'm not going all out prepper, you know, like I got some books like no. Listen. No, some like natural remedies and stuff like that.
Oh, you got the home apothecary book.
Yes.
You got you got that?
yeah.
Dude, I get that push advertised to me every day. And I go, man, I wonder if John
I'm
has
gonna
seen
start-
this.
I-
wonder if
I got it.
You're gonna start making your own penicillin.
Yeah.
You're gonna start growing weird plants.
Yep.
All right.
The weeds are already growing in my yard. So
All you need to do is, you know what? I'm really good at identifying weeds. So I can
That's a weed.
Yeah, it sure
Thank
is.
you.
Right there. Them are all weeds.
my own painkiller,
Yeah. Well, it's mostly
antibiotics, all kinds of stuff. But some of the stuff like fucking grasshopper root or
yeah, like
where do you get that
Yeah,
shit?
I have newt and what,
I got to go to a I don't know, herbalist or somebody or naturalist.
you got to go to Little China, dude.
Probably, huh? They probably have all that shit.
Let me tell you a little story about Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. I love that movie.
This is Jack Burton.
I love that movie.
But no, you do. You got to go to Little China. They got all them weirdo herbs.
Yeah.
Terra free. Well, not really, but you know.
I got like bug out bags.
Okay, where are you going to bug out to?
I don't
Where's your
know.
spot?
I'm not going to say because then everybody
Well,
else will.
I don't need coordinates. What I'm saying is like, what's your idea of
I'll go north.
you're going north? I feel like that's the opposite of where you're actually going.
Could be. No.
See, what you need to do is get like some sort of desalination technology and go south.
South.
Yeah.
Then you got to deal with all the Mexicans.
What's wrong with Mexicans?
Nothing.
Dude, you don't think they're gonna like be way more prepared to live on like nothing?
True that they already do.
Dude, half
Plus
our
they have beans
population
and
is
rice,
gonna
huh?
die off because they can't go to Starbucks.
Right. You know what? That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
just if you can hold out for 3 days, you'd probably be all right.
yeah, dude, them people down there, man, they've lived through many civilizations of rising up and dying off, and they're still there.
You should probably go to Japan.
I don't want to go to Japan.
I think they're probably pretty good at it, surviving.
Well, listen, some of the hottest temperatures ever recorded in Japan,
Right. Was it 1940?
1945.
45? 45.
Yeah. I mean, you think it's hot here.
Yeah.
Imagine Nagasaki. What was it, August?
It was hot.
August 1945?
I think so.
Hottest day on
yeah.
record.
And I think it's usually cold over there in August.
Like, literally, your shoes melted to the pavement.
Yeah.
You were gone, and your shoes were melted to the pavement.
Like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark when
Yeah.
everybody melted.
Yeah, except the medallion lived on.
Yeah. How?
Well, you know, it's metal.
Yeah.
It's precious metal.
Well, it was in that fire for a long time, and that guy.
Well, that was at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Squeaky, squeaky. So no, that's all I'm doing. I'm not going like fucking freak out, fucking hoard everything and do all that shit. I'm just
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm
The
making-
Japanese are the only people that have lived through a nuclear holocaust.
yeah, and repopulate it.
I mean, I don't know. Chernobyl was kind of
Well,
that wasn't a bomb,
Chernobyl's
but it
still
was.
fucked up though.
Oh, I know, dude. They got
wanna
headless.
live around
They got
there?
headless moose running around up there. Have you ever seen that?
No,
Fucking moose running around without a head.
get the fuck out of here.
I saw the video. I mean, the Bigfoot was in
Is
it,
it AI?
but I saw the moon.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Oh, you're one of those people that believe in moose?
Oh, well, just-
You think there's moose with heads?
jeez.
What kind of normie are you?
No.
You know,
I'm sitting here looking at your pandery, going, "All right, you need to update that."
you know what, dude? We're going the opposite direction
Yeah.
because so for the last, I don't know, 22 years,
Yeah.
we've done nothing but keep 9 times the amount of food that we need
Everything in there is expired.
for a family of 5.
Expired.
We can actively feed 45 people any given day.
Yeah.
And we're now that we're empty nesters, we are figuring out, okay,
Oh, shit.
maybe we don't need to feed
Cut
45
back a little
people.
bit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Dude, we got fucking rice in there from the fucking George W. administration.
So as long as if you can put it in a Mylar bag and put it
It's not in a Mylar bag, dude. There's weevils.
sealed?
There's
Oh.
weevils in there. Fucking critters. It's dude. I poured
probably throw that
out
out
some rice. Half of it crawled away.
That's probably not good stuff.
It's fine.
I wouldn't eat it.
Boil it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It kills everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good protein. It's a high protein rice.
Yeah. Very high protein.
It's not just grains. We get that high protein shit.
Yeah, it'll last 25 years in a bucket. In a Mylar bag with an oxygen
Although
absorber.
where are we gonna put all that shit, dude? There's items. It's all items.
Yeah.
I don't want all items.
And we can't stick it out in the garage.
Dude, I
Here.
ain't gonna live, dude. When the nukes start firing off, dude, I want one to literally land on my house. I don't want it to go miles away.
It'll be over at
Palo
Palo
Verde.
Verde.
Yeah, dude, that shit kicks off. Ain't none of us. I don't care how much stuff you have stockpiled.
You're on this side of the mountain.
doesn't-
I'm actually behind the mountain, so it's going to go up and
No,
over
it's
me.
not. No,
It
it's
is.
not.
Yeah.
That's not how any of this works, dude. The mountain will literally be in your backyard. It's gonna level.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, that's like nothing we've seen. I don't want to go full Trump, but it's like nothing anyone has ever seen.
Right.
That shit kicks off. We're not the whole Southwest.
I think we're far enough away if it's like a Chernobyl thing.
Oh, if it was a meltdown,
meltdown. Yeah.
we'd have.
I think we're far enough
We'd have
away.
a fighting chance at like dying a slow, painful death in like
Because the wind comes out of the
months.
west. Yeah.
But it's still gonna get us. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to live
See?
away.
If it melts down, it'll take a few days to get to us.
At which
That's
point
when
you
you
bug.
can
That's when
bug
you
out.
bug out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You know?
Yeah, but that's a slim chance, dude. They're not.
Well-
It's not gonna melt down. They're gonna bomb that shit.
No, they won't. They'll try and contain it.
No, I'm saying if people come to
other-
attack
oh,
us,
yeah.
they're not gonna,
Yeah.
oh, let's rig it so it melts down. They're gonna fucking
No,
blow
I'm
that
just
shit
saying,
up.
I'm just saying a regular day if it just decides to
Yeah, but what are the odds of that?
look at Chernobyl. What was the odds of that?
Yeah, but that was shitty technology, and they had dude, everybody was on vodka.
Well, it's,
Shitty technology, the fucking Russian ego to match. Like everybody's just like, oh no, this is fine. We don't have problems. In Mother Russia, we
drink vodka, it'd be
yeah,
fine.
we melt up. Like what even does that mean?
I don't know. It's given me peace of mind.
That's fine. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Missy came up to me. We were out in the yard working, I was trimming palm trees or something. I don't know. She goes, I don't think I'd be a good asset if we had to bug out. I'm like, what? She goes, I wouldn't be a good asset. I don't know how to do anything.
No, she would.
I told her, you'd be
feel
a
like she
great ass at.
All right. Well, I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon because, you might be my only friend left after the roast.
That's because I'm the only one that understands what a roast is.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, she would be an asset. I feel like she
I
would.
think so.
She knows.
She'd
she
learn.
knows some things.
She'd learn.
Well, she knows some things.
I don't know. I seen you struggling trying to get that ladder
I
past
know.
this chair.
Well, I don't think I would be.
I say you could drive the boat.
Well, if we had to bug out on water, I could drive the boat. I know how to read the water.
What if you had to bug out to the ocean? Is that boat made for the ocean?
My boat?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Fuck no.
It wouldn't last out
I
there?
could put it in the ocean, but dude,
Do you have to
you
do
got
anything-
you got some 6-7 foot rollers out
Oh.
there. Dude.
You ain't hitting those?
No.
I think you're catching a little more air than you do.
Yeah,
with the
that's
big half
not
suit.
that's not a thing. It's,
Although Jay tried to throw me out of the boat when he was going.
well, that's the first mistake, dude. You get on a boat that's like 150%
Longer than yours.
as long as ours, and you're in the front of it.
I was in the front.
You think the front of mine goes up and down?
Dude, my ass came off that seat. I was like, holy shit. Good thing I grabbed onto the rail because I think I could have went over.
You could have.
And my beer was empty by the time we got to the channel.
Oh, Christ Almighty, that's so good. Fuck, that's good. So for those of you, if I didn't mention it, I have changed the recipe for
Yeah.
the chocolate peanut butter copper still.
The first one you put. your
It's
peanut
90.
butter on
I
the
went
top.
90-10 chocolate whiskey, 10% peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, that's the mixture right there.
It is the mix. Oh, it's so fucking good. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's not even old fashioned. That's just straight up whiskey.
Oh yeah, no, there's no fluffers in there. It's
Yeah.
just
That's good
just
shit.
ice and whiskey.
I bought 2 bottles myself.
It's amazing.
It's fantastic.
I'm loving it. And you don't got to dick with the bitters and the orange
Yeah.
and all that shit. I still like a good old fashioned,
Yeah.
but goddamn,
The maple
a lot
bacon
of
old
work.
fashioned was freaking fantastic.
if I could figure out how to make those at home, or the barbecue
She
one was really
she had
good.
special bitters.
The barbecue one with the fucking Lay's potato chip rimmer. Oh, Christ, dude. I'm going full of diabetes again. I'm going back. I'm doing it.
Although you're losing a lot of weight though.
Not really.
You look better than I do.
Well, no, it's debatable.
I was trying to make you feel good.
It doesn't work. I know what sarcasm is. Turns
So
out.
David,
Yeah. So, yeah, shit. How's my eyes? My one weird eye, like,
you can't really see it because your face is shadowed like mine.
oh, good. Because Tracy will point that shit out, dude. If she catches you feeling good about yourself, she'll be like, hey, you know what I noticed? You have one fucked up eye. Oh, thanks.
I know when you're drunk, your eye gets all fucked up.
So, I wasn't going to bring this up,
Uh-oh.
but I might as well, because I've had some of this good here, some of this good here, some of this here good whiskey. We like to embarrass me on the podcast, you know,
Yeah.
talking about playing the flute and whatnot.
Yeah.
What is the I don't know, probably most embarrassing tidbit of like what's the whip childhood look like for
jeez.
like do you ever do the full karate like yellow belt situation
No.
where that's all you wore around, like wear it to the grocery store with your mom or
I was
anything?
baseball. I wore my uniform everywhere I went.
Were you any good?
Yeah, I was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not embarrassing.
No.
Like it's one of those
I don't
things
know.
like in retrospect that's embarrassing to you now, but at the time you were like all in on it, you know? Like you collected
Goddamn.
some sort of like you were a numismatist or something. So David,
What?
so David and John, what numismatism is like expert coin,
No, I wasn't into that.
like you got them I got some steel pennies from
Yeah?
World War II because for 3 years they stopped making pennies out of copper because they needed ammo.
Right.
So they made them out of steel.
Right.
I have some.
How much are those worth?
I don't know. A cent, 1 penny, 1 Iraqi dinar.
You got them next to your dinar?
Yeah. Oh, they're all in the same. Yeah.
All in the
They're
same
in my
box.
shit investment chest.
They're
No,
not even
my-
in the safe. They're in a shoebox.
My grandparents, when I was like, I don't know, 10 years old, got me like a coin collecting kit that had like a penny, a whole
Yeah.
book where it was like trifold,
Yep.
and then all the different ones that you had to look out for. And we
Yeah.
actually found them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, my grandparents helped because they had like fucking buckets of like old change and
Yeah.
stuff, like old change.
Yeah.
From like everybody's grandfather in the shed had like the pin board with
Yeah.
like the outline of the tools
Yep.
and like the mason jars that
Yep.
screwed in,
Yep.
and jars of like different random screws.
Just
Like these are
shit,
people
yeah.
that grew up in the Depression.
Yeah.
That
You had to
like,
save all that shit.
You had to like you never
do that
know
shit.
when you might need. So anyway, they had all this old shit. And so they got that for me, and then we spent, I don't know, I think probably 2 years. Like anytime anybody found any change, it was like, oh,
can I have
check
your
to see if
change?
it's one of these pennies that I need for my collection. And I got them all,
Wow. Do you still have
including
it?
the 3 steel pennies
You still have that book?
somewhere.
Oh,
It's in my box of like
Next to the dinar.
no, that's the dinar is in the could maybe be worth something. But
Keep that handy.
But no, I got my childhood stuff somewhere. I think Kelly has it narrowed down to like a shoebox where that's what's left.
This is what you get in the closet.
Yeah, like the flute
This
is
is
in
your-
there.
Missy wants to have a flute off with you.
So it turns out Missy actually played the flute.
Yeah.
But she was one of them bitches that I was better than
Oh.
in school. Like she thought she was hot shit, but I came in there and nailed the
Game on,
solos.
Babs. Game on.
Oh, I'll practice. I'll get the muscle memory back. You tell me when the match is.
Are we gonna have to buy flutes?
No, I'm gonna rent a couple. I'm gonna find a music
Okay.
shop that still rents musical instruments
one
to
by my
kids,
house.
and we'll rent a couple flutes. Give ourselves like I don't know 2 weeks to brush up, get the muscle memory back.
I'll get her to practice on me.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be.
My childhood thing was collecting baseball cards.
I still have some.
I have tubs of baseball cards.
I don't have tubs. I have like a tub.
I have probably 3 or 4.
I had the entire 1986 Topps release.
Yeah, the box set.
Mint in box,
Yeah.
unopened.
Never opened it.
Well, no, I had it unopened, but then when you're a kid in 1986,
Did you put them on your bicycle spokes?
fuck yes, I did. All the manager cards or like some dude you never heard of.
Oh, it was everybody.
But like in that
you
set,
imagine?
I mean, you had. I mean, there's rookie cards that I still
Yeah.
have. You know, like
Can you imagine all
Ken
the-
Griffey Jr. rookie?
All the cards we ruined.
Oh yeah,
on our
dude.
bikes.
I think there's almost nothing more cringe than remembering some of the cards that I put in the spokes of my bicycle
Right.
and going,
Oh my
oh
god.
fuck. But no, like
The Honus Wagner
the last time that I ever looked at a Beckett,
book.
the last time I ever looked at a Beckett. I mean, this was years ago. I haven't looked at one in a long time. Last time I ever looked one up, that entire set that I got it for Christmas one year. And that entire set, if I would have just left it as is,
Yeah.
unopened, it would have been worth like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yep. Just all the rookie cards in there.
Well, just the set, like
I have a couple of box sets
they
too.
want it unopened,
Yeah.
and yeah. But
Here
I
you go,
wasn't-
son. Here's a baseball card you can't open ever.
Yeah, well, it's like.
Huh?
Meanwhile, my other grandparents, the same shit. It was like, hey, Merry Christmas. Here's a savings bond. Like, what, you're a kid. You're like, the fuck is that?
Thanks,
Like,
Grandpa.
what? Well, see how it says $50 on it right now?
Yeah.
In 20 years, that's going to be worth $50. Like, what? Wait, the fuck did you just say? So
will
what's the point of
never
it? Why don't you
lose.
just give me the $50 now?
Because you'll spend it.
This cost us $5. But in 20 years, it's going to be worth $50. That's called
Right.
an investment.
Right.
Okay.
What's it worth now?
Well, I do.
$50.
I don't know. I think my parents.
Do they-
I think they cash them shits in. I
Do
don't
they
know.
still? Does it appreciate? Would
I think it goes to a certain point, and then you have to like
Cash 'em in, or-
Yeah, you have to, or something. I don't know. I don't.
it only,
fucking
it only
know.
gets so high?
It went. Dude. Who even knows? It was like, oh, cool. Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Whatever. But so what I was gonna say is almost as embarrassing. I don't know which one is more embarrassing: the whole playing the flute thing,
Yeah.
or the fact that I was really fucking good
At playing the flute.
at rollerblading.
You know what? I
Like
was pretty good.
Like I was really fucking good at it.
See,
Like I used to jump off of roofs and shit. Yeah. Like me and my friends, like
I used to be pretty good at skateboarding.
we had like rollerblades
And pools and shit.
we I mean this was like early 90s.
Yeah.
It was in, dude. It was rad.
I was gonna say, fuck. In my day, we had 4 wheels on our
Yeah.
the regular
Well, we
roller
had 4
skates.
wheels, but they were
in line.
inline skating.
Inline skating. No, I had a pair of suede. You know what? I think I got them from my dad actually.
But you never got the boots.
They were suede.
You got the suede
Never
roller
got the
skates
boots. He goes, here, you can have these instead of the boots.
with
Thanks,
the
Dad.
big with the big, you know,
Big wheels. on
rubber
them.
brake
Yeah,
on the
fuck
front.
yeah. Was it on the front or the back? It was on the.
No,
it was
it
on the
wasn't on
front.
the
It was on the
back.
front.
Definitely on the front.
Some
You got
of
to
them.
drag a toe.
Well, the inline skates have the one in the back.
Yeah, until you fucking take them off. Only fags have the brakes on their, dude. Nobody, like what are you one of them fags with the brakes? I'm like, no, you take them shits off immediately. That's the first thing. You get them for Christmas, and you're like, oh, cool. First thing you do, give me that Allen, give me that number 9 Allen. Fucking take that brake, that one of them gay. What am I, gay? No, you take that shit right off of there. You can't be caught dead.
How many
on
dents did you put in cars trying to stop?
a few. I wasn't full diabeto then. I actually got exercise.
Oh.
Dude, I was rollerblading up a storm.
We should
I was
try it
skating
again.
everywhere.
No, that's how we're gonna die.
I used to go down to the beach, dude. I used to go down to the fucking beach
Yeah.
in my rollerblades, go down to the beach, and I had a fucking my dad got me this cool LA Dodgers fucking towel.
Oh, shirtless.
Yeah. Yes, dude. Fucking towel hanging out of the back of my shorts. Fucking rollerblading, dude, up and down the coast. I swear to
Did you
Christ,
have one
dude.
of those big-ass
Walkman,
fucking radios?
dude. No, a fucking Walkman
The boom box.
hooked to the other. You know how like you always wear your phone on your hip? It's about the
Yeah.
same size.
Yeah.
Fucking Walkman with the headphones like this. Well, not like this. It was just the little shitty foam with the wire, you know. And you're just
Yeah. With this foam on it.
just rollerblading, dude. It was a life. It was a lifestyle.
Just
It
you
was
by
like-
yourself?
Yeah, my folks used to drop me off. They probably went and day drank or something. They're like, oh, we're just going to drop you off here.
We'll be back.
Oh, yeah, like give us a couple hours. And I'm like, no, that's cool. I want to go check it out. Like,
I want to go north.
Yeah, like you just go up and down the coast. This is what I did.
Did you ever meet any women doing that?
I was like 12.
Yeah. And?
I wasn't thinking about that.
Oh.
Dude, I didn't get my grown in.
Well, you did have
I
an
didn't,
LA
I didn't get, I
Dodgers
didn't get my grown up
towel.
wiener until, well, actually, when are you supposed to get
When
your
do you
grown?
get your grown-up
when-
wiener?
when
I haven't got mine yet.
They said when I was in 5th grade in sex ed, they said that it's going to grow. And then meanwhile, I'm like 44 and I still got my 5th grade wiener.
Still looks like now it just looks like a button in a fur
Imagine
coat.
that. So for those of you that are watching the podcast, imagine the little Pito.
I've seen it. He's right.
It's well, listen, we were all in a bathtub in Bandon. Oh fuck.
Don't tell that story.
Why? There's photos
Because-
on the intranet.
Are there?
I think so.
I don't think we posted those.
Pam Bondi has them on her desk. Somebody's gonna have to pay her a lot of money for her to say no, and they never
Right.
existed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to get a promotion.
That's a callback, by the way, for those of you that are not in the comedy scene like I am, an expert. That's called. So, David, what a callback is when you make a joke early in the set, and then you do the whole set, and then you call back to the joke that you made early in the set.
You go all the way back to it.
Yeah, that's a callback. We're professionals here at the Average Minute.
Yeah. Right.
We're setting up our live tour dates. Can you imagine if we were one of
my
those
God.
bullshit podcasts that
How
did
would
like
we go
live
live?
shows?
Just go to people's kitchens and
No. Yeah, we'd have to book like The Office as one of the venues. Like just
Yeah, but it's-
set up over by the food truck where Tracy likes to sleep.
they'd have to and puke in the trash can.
We just set up over there. Yep.
Yeah, but it's still
Don't-
too loud. Remember, we tried that in the restaurant a couple times.
Yeah, I know.
And it's
We have.
fucking the background noise is ridiculous.
We'll just turn on denoise. That's that button right there. It's
Which
you
one?
know, it says denoise right there. It's right next to
Does it? Can you even see that far?
it's right next to
Oh, very good.
that's going to be the crowd at the office.
Right.
Meanwhile, they're clapping for the name we don't mention, who's singing
Oh.
karaoke.
God. Don't mention that name.
He'll manifest.
We're going to hear the.
He's going to show up in my fucking dining room right now if you say his name.
I almost said it 3 times this
I
week.
know. You said it twice.
Twice.
I was like, God
He's
damn
like,
it,
"You
dude. We're so
motherfucker,
fucking
don't you
close.
do it."
I will cut your tongue out.
Well, we were at the option B, so he wouldn't have found us. He probably would have.
he will come right out of the reeds, dude. Like
I know.
Fucking
Hey!
Godzilla. Fucking Mothra.
I got the fucking hiccups.
It's fine. Where were we at? It's only 108. Dude, I like this.
Yeah.
I think we should delete that whole window and just keep.
Yeah, just you gotta secure it better though.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling it's gonna.
It actually
fall
it
at some
doesn't go
point.
it doesn't go in this room. I got it for the podcast. So for those of you out there in podcast
Well,
land,
why don't you work on your fucking podcast studio?
you know why?
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because Mama needs a new washer dryer.
Okay. How much does paint cost?
I have paint,
What are you looking for?
furniture.
Let's just move this table in there. You don't sit at it.
Where's
anyways.
yeah, we do. If I ever have
Where were you sitting when I came in? Eating glizzies.
Well, that doesn't matter. That's because I have the podcast set up right here.
Oh.
If I ever have family come over,
So this don't move up. And you can.
no,
Oh,
dude,
I got you.
They come on like this is our family.
How often does the family come over?
Every once in a while. Father's Day was the last time.
Exactly.
The obligatory hey, we realize you're not really our father,
Oh.
but you're kind of that guy. So,
Happy kind of Father's
hey,
Day.
can you make us a steak?
You
Yep.
cooked for everybody?
Yeah.
I did too.
That's the Father's
awesome.
Day
I
thing.
love it, though.
Every mom wants breakfast in
cooking
bed.
for
I
them. Yeah.
have to go out there in 115 and grill steak
Right.
over a 400-degree flame. It's
Works out.
it's equal.
Yeah, if you want to eat, you got to cook.
Meanwhile, they're pretty good fucking steaks.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself, I don't want one of the kids going out there and ruining
Right? They're not
family
buying-
pack
they're
of
not buying
ribeyes.
them.
No, fuck no. You imagine you send one of the kids out to grill a fucking family pack of ribeyes.
Ooh, I
It's
got
like $8,000 worth of fucking steak, and they're just like, oh, it's shoe leather.
That's why I'm afraid to smoke a brisket.
You don't do brisket?
I haven't done a brisket in a long time.
You need to.
I know.
Ooh, we need to do.
I know, but
we need
fuck
to do
that
it.
chunk of meat
I'll
is so
come
fucking
over.
expensive.
I'll come over. We'll get homeboy. We'll get Hanson. We'll do like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Everybody chips in.
Smoking?
Take shifts.
Yeah.
Because you gotta wrap it. You
Well-
gotta bring it out. You gotta put it in a cooler. Let it rest
that's
for
at
however
the
long.
end. That's at the end.
Well, and then you gotta put it back on. It's a process.
Yeah. I don't know. I got one. So Amazon Prime Days is going on.
You're gonna get a brisket on Prime.
No.
I was gonna
I got
say
a-
they
I got
do-
a book.
Like a drone flies and
Franklin.
just boom,
Let me open the
40-pound brisket. Like,
No, but I got a Franklin barbecue in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
One of the top notch fucking barbecue. He had some books on Amazon
that
Prime.
dude with the glasses and the white T-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fucking
I know that dude.
fantastic barbecue. Fantastic.
We're gonna have him on the podcast
Yeah.
after Warlow.
Okay. All right. That might be a while.
I got to figure out how to set it up. To anyway, you're getting the Franklin
I
barbecue.
got a book. I got his how to smoke book. The
How to smoke.
not how to smoke. It's called something else, but
Smoking for dummies.
no.
Meanwhile, it's Jimmy Fulton with the
it's
fucking Chesterfields.
It's the
Wait, this is not what I ordered.
wait. It's a picture book of Jimmy Fulton smoking.
Meanwhile, recently I had to switch to my right hand. Anyway, you know what? I'm going straight to hell. For those of you that don't know, thoughts and prayers to Jimmy Fulton.
I just got.
I was folding the towels for the lake the other day, and I thought of him. I'm going straight to hell. Anyway,
It's bad.
he can do anything you can do.
Except
Except
for the sheet.
fold a towel. Yeah. We love Jimmy.
I hope he's doing
Is
fine.
he signed up for Prescott? He said
no,
he might play.
He's not.
I knew
He
that was
won't.
too
He won't make. I know
advantageous.
it's too soon.
or
but
not advantageous.
he may be at
That's not the right word.
the next
Jesus
one.
Christ. What's the word that I was
adventurous.
No.
No.
to?
So David.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway,
I can't think of it. Either.
riveting.
Yeah. So, but he's talking about coming out to the next one, not playing, but just coming out to see everybody.
Sure. Love to see him.
Yeah. You probably see him on Facebook.
I have.
Oh, okay. Through Craig Knox's
Yeah.
blurry
Yeah.
Kramer.
All the pictures are blurry as shit, but he's the thinnest one still. So
And Craig's got the shortest arm, so all the pictures are way too close, so everybody's not in the picture.
it's
He's
like
cutting off like half of the
selfie.
faces.
Meanwhile, it's just Craig's nose, and then like whoever.
Yeah. His arms only go so far.
All right. Fuck. What else? Any other big pieces of advice for people? We've been gone for 2 weeks,
I know it.
and you would think that we would have something, but I try to think, and nothing happens.
Dude, see, I should probably write stuff down.
I thought about doing that, but then the danger to that is
don't wanna be scripted
You get
either.
into some scripted bullshit. Like I've listened to a couple of scripted podcasts lately.
And it sounds like somebody just reading something off the.
Yeah.
If you're like 50 and
Oh Christ! Don't do that. We're not trashing other podcasts.
No.
You know what? We're not doing that. She's
I
got
think we
she's
could
got a
help
lot
her
of
with
good
that.
info.
we need to go on there.
I told her that she
But it's
needs
for
to
women.
come. I don't care. She needs to come on this podcast
I think
and
so,
sell
too.
her snake oil,
Hell yeah.
and I will let her run it, and then she can use it on hers. But it needs to be a conversational. See, that's the problem. This is why when you had a headache last week
Yeah.
or the week
Yeah.
before or whatever,
You should have had her
I
on.
could have done it myself. But what am I going to talk about? Some bullshit? Like no, it's a conversation thing.
You could talk how you played the flute. can
Yeah.
go through all the.
To myself,
riveting.
lamenting about, dude, I'd probably start crying. Probably start listening to Morrissey or something. Makes you want to get in the bathtub and open a bottle of wine in your veins.
And a toaster.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Prescott this weekend.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, after a 4th of July weekend in Havasu, we're
Yeah.
going right up to Prescott.
Yeah.
to,
Why take it easy? Just
fuck you,
send it.
liver, you're fine.
Send it.
Yeah,
Ah,
we're
look at
good.
this. God damn it. Can you see the color in that?
It's fantastic.
Dude, that looks like my fucking balls. Dude, one of them's all small. The other one is super saturated because Mrs. Average only works the one side.
She's got to go left-handed next time. Or right-handed. I'm not sure what she uses on you, but
God damn it, that's fucking good. All right, I can't say enough good things about the
It is.
chocolate whiskey from
it's fantastic. I can't wait to.
Copper Still. It's fucking amazing.
I might bring some of the root beer
The root beer is good too. Also good.
to Prescott.
Dangerous.
You know, when I'm in the room waiting for.
Don't say it because you guys are already going to start having problems. You know, we actually had a pool going when y'all were at the showers, and I was like,
Yeah.
I will fucking bet money that John comes back pissed off because because I'm like, he's been out of the shower for fucking at least a half hour,
Yes,
and
40 minutes.
yeah,
But I took a
You
nice
didn't.
nap in the
yeah,
truck.
you didn't. You came back in an okay mood,
I had my auto TV, so I was just watching TV.
right?
Put on Fox News, and it just it mellows me out.
Yeah. Memorial Day was dicey. That's why I was like, dude, he's going to come back. The night's going to be over.
You know why? Because I was fucking hungover. I had a hangover, and I was not in a good mood because we fucking drank so much of the goddamn water.
And then you get like that 45-minute nap and you wake up with
that's
a headache.
Not enough.
Yeah.
After taking a scalding hot shower that you barely just.
It's hard.
So you really don't take a shower.
No, it's hard in the summertime in Arizona. So for those of you in more temperate climates, we don't have cool water coming out of the faucet ever for like 5 months.
Normally
we
it's
don't
like
have,
90 some degrees
yeah,
for cold water.
Right.
The regular temperature of the water is that coming out of the pipes. But in the summer, it's 110.
Right. It's just as hot.
You don't even have to use a water heater.
It's just as hot as it is outside.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Any other last parting words?
I'm trying to think of something that embarrassed me as a child.
We're actually short. Yeah, you never even got to that, dude.
I'm trying to think of something.
You made me just totally expose myself.
Well, you took over the conversation.
Well, yeah, okay.
It is your podcast.
So you played
so
baseball, and you thought you were pretty good.
I played soccer.
So you don't have anything in your childhood that's like totally cringe.
They called me Bigfoot when I played soccer.
Why?
I could kick the ball a mile.
That's cringe.
Yeah.
Why is that cringe?
I'm just trying to think of something.
Dude, there has
you
to
caught
be,
me off guard with that
there
question.
There has to
I don't
be
know.
something, dude, where you used to like put musical skits together with your siblings or some sort of. There has to be, dude. Every kid has it.
So I used to fish in the backyard in our pool. We'd sit in a one of those folding chairs, the ones with the
Yeah.
stripes.
Oh, I know exactly. Like the shitty,
shitty.
Yeah.
So we'd fish in the pool. Just it'd be like maybe from maybe 200 yards. Or just throwing line. Well, one time my line got all fucked up, so I had to cut it out, and I put the scissors on the chair. I got up and I sat down, and the fucking scissors went right in my ass cheek.
That's embarrassing.
Well, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
Dude, I'm talking about like a lifestyle choice, something, dude, where you thought you were king shit, but in hindsight,
I was king shit.
You were not. All right.
I was king shit.
So you're telling me I'm the only one
Yeah.
that I'm full retard. God damn it.
I'm trying to think.
There's so much bad about
My dad could probably tell us some things.
who I was as a kid. There's so much bad.
My bad shit came when I was
Like
when
I was
older.
I haven't even scratched the surface about what's bad. Like shit that's embarrassing. Like I've told what I'm comfortable telling. There's other shit.
Well, let's get into this. What's another nugget?
Have you ever heard me sing?
Yes and no.
Okay. So you know how I'm
Were you
bad?
in the choir?
You know how I'm bad at singing? Yes, I was in the choir, and I was a tenor.
Were you-
Yeah, I was.
Sounds more like a 0 or...
No, I was a tenor, but
Yeah?
you know,
Were you good?
they asked for 10 or 15 miles away. But it's an old joke. But no, legit, I was a tenor because
I walked right into that.
my voice didn't change until I was like 32. So I was a tenor. I was always a tenor.
Now what's your voice now?
I had that. Now I'm still a tenor. Like if I was to sing in an adult choir, if I could carry a tune, I would still be a tenor. Like I don't have timbre. So David, what timbre is? Like I don't have that baritone. I always had to sing the harmonies, and I'm not even good at singing a melody, but I had to sing the harmonies because the tenors they have to, do the harmony parts for the men.
What grade was this?
Dude,
Or
you
was
name
this
it. Middle
church?
school, all the way up through high
Is
school.
that why you went to flute?
No, there was conjunctive. Well, I knew how to read music because I
So
played the
David,
flute.
what conjunctive was?
It's when you do more than one thing at the same
One
time.
thing.
Yeah, it's conjunctive.
I was a sports guy. I played sports.
I played sports too. I played baseball from the time I could hold a glove. Dude, my very first baseball picture, I think I was, I don't even know if I was 5, but like my glove looks like I'm wearing like actual adult human.
Yeah.
Like my hand, like my entire hand like goes into one of the fingers. Like you can see it because they pose you.
And your bat was like this big.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just standing. It's like
Yeah.
my portrait, and I'm just standing there with a glove. We were the Padres. It was the Covina South Hills Little League, and it was the Padres. And then I was on the Orioles, and yeah, like I played baseball from the time that I could be signed up legally, I guess, all the way up through
Yeah.
high school.
Me too.
And I played basketball in high school.
I wasn't very good at basketball.
I wasn't great. I'm a decent shooter, but I could never like drive to, because I'm
Yeah.
not
Fat.
coordinated. I'm not an asset.
Oh. On the basketball
But
court.
I could drain. I could set a pick.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yes, you could.
I'd take motherfuckers out. Dude.
Elbows.
Just set a pick. That's all you got to do.
Did you ever play football?
Not tackle like organized because
You played flag football
my
or fag
folks-
football?
I did. Well, yeah, we played flag football. But then I played hockey. I played a lot of hockey when I was a kid.
Like on ice?
No, roller hockey. Because again,
Oh.
I was really good
Oh,
on
that's right.
rollerblades.
You're young.
And
Were you the goalie because you're so big?
no, I actually wasn't that big.
Oh,
Like
that's right. You were
I didn't
exercising.
go. I didn't go full diabeto until my adult life. But no, I played a lot of hockey. I played basketball, baseball. Like I was sports too. But then I also had the arts side. I used to draw, dude. I used to draw all kind of stuff. I loved art and drawing, and I never, not so much with like the sculpting or any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I never really wanted to make
No clay,
anything out of clay.
no clay work.
Nah, fuck that. That's gross. But I like drawing. I like to do cartoons and stuff. It's funny, even as an adult, my first job in the body shop business, I started like a comic strip that not like it was distributed, but I just had it like on the wall in my
In the
little
local
cubicle.
paper?
No, I just had it on the wall in my local cubicle or in my little cubicle.
Yeah.
It was called the Heroes of Collision Repair. And I used to do little caricatures of like everybody that like people at the shop and like guys from the insurance companies that we would deal with or anybody that was like unique enough to where people talk shit about them when they leave like that. I'd have a caricature up and I wouldn't have names. I would and everybody would come over and be like, "Oh, that's so and so." Like I used to do shit like that.
Was that accurate that they looked like the people?
Yes.
Why don't you do that anymore? You
Dude,
could probably make more money doing that than this.
It's a muscle, dude. When you don't exercise it, I haven't like sketched or drawn shit.
I'm sure that comes right back to you.
I don't know. I like doing this.
Go grab some. In the break, we'll grab some. Draw me.
No. You want? Give me some time. Yeah, in between podcasts, I'll do the whip caricature,
Are you a caricature person, or are you just
It wasn't like
Is it
caricature where you have like some crazy, stupid, exaggerated features.
my head's this big?
No, it's not like that. It was just like little cartoons of, but it wasn't like I'm going to draw you and it's going to be like a police artist sketch. Like I'm talking like it was like cartoony
Little
shit.
dude, though, right?
Yeah, like I used to on Post-it notes. I would be like
Oh,
just sketch out. Like I'd be on the phone with whatever, and I'd just be sketching somebody, and then I'd put them up on the wall, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's so and so."
it wasn't a whole cartoon strip.
No, it wasn't like there was different scenes. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
like I had them lined up, but then I put a thing on top that said the heroes of collision repair.
Or
But
you,
it was like you remember Garbage Pail Kids?
Yes.
It was like satirical.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Heroes of collision
course.
repair, but it was all the people that talk shit. We talk shit about all these people because it's ironic.
Yeah.
It's like heroes of the Torah. You got Rabbi Shmuley and whatever. Fucking giant nose.
God damn, dude, you've done a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So you're an
But-
asset.
Yeah, I could write the newspaper.
You could
I
write all of our scripture when,
could
when we fall out.
I could start. Oh, you know what? I could do the recorded history
Yeah.
of humanity.
Absolutely.
I'll just. Yeah.
Just start writing.
No, there's no moon.
It'll be your version of it, but
You know what? That's what we have today. Is
Pretty much.
somebody's version.
yeah. How does anybody know today what
Humanity
happened?
got wiped out at some point, thousands of like 12, 13,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Wiped out.
Yeah.
To the brink of extinction. And what we have today is the fucking average Johnson of the Ice Age.
It's going to be a
Just
great story.
writing it down, making little cartoons, heroes of the cataclysm. So, David, what a cataclysm is. Yeah, and it's you got Bucktooth Sean with the loincloth and like he's the guy that did most of the hunting, and then it wasn't until the papal era
So, David, what a papal is.
that's when the Bible got rewritten and we
So how do we know all that stuff's true?
It's not, dude. Most of it is not. You're telling. All right, this is a whole other.
I gotta
if
go
you
pee
wanna-
first
if
before
you
we
wanna
get into this.
If you want to get in, well, I don't know that we have
I
time
don't know the.
to get into it. We're
I'm
like an
not
hour and a
up
half.
on my Bible.
If you want to get into the Bible, you're gonna have to do some research because I know some shit about the Bible.
I don't want to.
That's
do
another
research.
cringe thing.
I don't want to do research.
So not only did I play scripture, I played sports, I played music, did art, learned how to cook, I learned how to sew
were you in home ec? Is that where you learned how to cook?
in my home.
Oh, all right.
I wasn't
You know
homeschooled.
what?
I wasn't homeschooled, but my mom
No, your
taught
mom's a
me,
damn good cook.
Yeah, like she taught
Yeah,
me
I
all
got
kind
it.
of shit.
Yep.
Like I learned these things. Not only did I all that stuff,
Yeah.
theology also kind of
You know a lot about everything.
no.
Yeah.
I know a little about a lot of things,
Right.
but I don't know a lot about everything.
I had that backwards. didn't
Yeah, I know a little bit about a lot of things.
I? You're a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say a jack of all trades. I'm kind of like
Like
I'm aware of all the trades.
right.
Oh yeah, that's
So
a
see,
trade.
you'd
I'm
be-
really good at
You'd
identifying
be, a good,
trades.
you'd be a good asset then.
I could be. I'm
As
versatile.
far as doing the physical work, though, I don't think you'd be. a good asset.
No. What? No. No,
That's
I'll
what we
write
have Mrs.
I'll write
Evans
the
for.
instruction manual, but don't know.
Right, exactly.
What do I need to dig a hole?
You watch us
Have you ever
and write
tried
it
to
down.
dig a hole?
I've dug many holes.
Dude, I've actually
In my
dug.
lifetime.
I've dug holes. I've dug latrine,
I
not
was a ditch
latrines,
digger
but
in
like
my lifetime.
like
I've done a lot of jobs.
is that like
in my
one of those
lifetime.
you dig 1,000 ditches? Nobody calls you a ditch
know
digger,
what?
but
No, it's 1,000 bridges.
that's digger. For those of you in podcast land, that's digger with a D.
Yeah.
That's a hard D on the. Anyway,
right.
well, it could get us in trouble.
It could-
There's been some
Well,
whiskey.
that's how we
I
can
just
go
wanna-
viral.
I just want to make sure that everybody knows that digger.
We could go viral with that one. No, we're not going to use the
Hard D. We don't throw out the hard D.
hard D. Yes. It's
I tried throwing. I need some of them pills that you get at the gas station though. I tried throwing out the hard D. It turns out I'm in my 40s, and sometimes it's a lowercase d.
Wait till you get to the 50s.
Lowercase d is a problem for me. Like, you ever try to shoot pool with a rope?
No. Yeah.
You never.
Never.
You ever try to push a door open with a chain?
I haven't.
The lowercase d is a problem, is all I'm saying.
For you. Well, Mrs. Average too, I guess. Huh?
It's mostly a problem for her.
Well, she's not doing her job then.
What does buying a submarine sandwich and paying for a hooker, why are those the same?
I don't know.
Because if she was doing her job, I wouldn't have to do either of those.
Buy the sandwich. She should be making a sandwich.
Yeah. That took you a minute.
No, I got it right away.
All right.
The third time I heard it. I knew what was coming.
Yeah. But the other two people on podcast line, oh, you know what? They also heard it because they were with us.
Dude, you know what though? The best part was you set Sylvie up for the chickpea joke.
I did, and she had no idea
was perfect.
it was coming.
No, it was beautiful.
Because she was talking about her hummus.
She made homemade hummus.
Yeah, like from scratch.
And I'm asking her, oh, how'd you make that? And you're over in the other boat going, so.
Yeah, I'm like, is it chickpea or garbanzo bean? And she's like, there's no difference. And I'm like, that's the perfect fucking answer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, there is. No, there isn't.
I was waiting for you to
Meanwhile,
throw it
she's
to
the
me.
one that fucking knows. Well,
But, so it's all right. It's all right. No, you did it fine. You did it fantastic. I'll allow it.
we're not even going to say the punchline.
No.
Because everybody's heard it.
Have they?
They have. And if not, they're going to look it up.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
Well, I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face.
Right? I've never requested to have a garbanzo bean on my face.
And
I've never paid good money to have a garbanzo bean
And
on my face.
I was waiting, right. Right. I was waiting at Blonsey's when we had breakfast on Sunday. When she goes, we're limited on jelly and jam.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I said, well, she goes. Oh, we're out of jelly, and I'm like, you got any jam?
She goes, I don't know. I'd have to go look. I was waiting for her. Do you know the difference between jelly and jam?
I wasn't gonna do that because she seemed like a nice person.
Becky was very nice.
And that's a much harsher punchline.
It is.
That's much harsher. It doesn't go over so well at the old folks' home.
No. We were the only ones in there, though, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, until them old folks started limping in.
Did you enjoy your...
Dude, they were limping in like fucking Craig dropped them off in the parking lot. Anyway, you know what? I'm going straight to hell.
All right,
can we edit that out?
Let's have
You had an old boy fucking limping in, and then the other dude fucking throwing his fucking right side, lunging.
All right, let's get out of here. Where are we at?
I've had a lot of whiskey. You know what? It's fine. We're fine. I'm getting canceled anyway.
It don't matter. Nobody listens.
No, they don't. And the ones that do, they don't know who any of these people are. So what's the matter?
If you know, you know. I know most people know
Okay. Well,
that listen.
for those of you that don't know, for any random people, or if you happen to encounter us in Havasu.
We know like 5 or 6 people that actually listen.
Okay. Well, we also know other people that might listen,
Well, true.
and we've met a lot of people that say they listen. They probably don't listen.
They don't listen.
Until next time, I
If you
guess.
listen, I'll give you what?
Dude, we've done so many like,
We tried
hey,
that,
here, we'll give you a whatever.
We're out of koozies.
I don't care. You know what? I don't give a fuck if you listen.
I don't care either.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to know. If you do listen, keep it to yourself.
It's a Wednesday drink night.
Yeah, fuck off. That's what I say to you. Until next time,
Have a great week.
go somewhere other than where you are right now. And when you get there, fuck
Fuck
yourself. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Goodbye forever.